Hey guys, welcome back to Chaos Core Tech. My name's Garrett, and today we are going to be making Miss Potts. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen, it's been all over TV. The new live-action movie version of Beauty and the Beast just came out, and I'm thinking Chip is looking just a little bit lonely and out of place back there. So, let's get creating. So I created this in Fusion 360, and I just went into the sculpting environment, and I used a cylinder for the main body and most of the extra little features off of it, and just began sort of sculpting them into place. And then I used random little quad balls and blobs here and there to sort of shape out the mouth, the cheeks, and I really just spent a ton of time pushing and pulling at different places until I was happy with the shape that I was getting. And really that's where the majority of the time of these models goes, is just to tweaking the shape here and there to get it to a point that I think it looks good. And you can see me adding color here, and a lot of times when you're creating something that already exists in the world, like I'm creating this from a cartoon, adding color can really sort of make you see it in a different way, and sometimes it's really helpful to do that. I just went through my normal process here of sculpting all the major shapes and then using a sketch to add a lot of the little details and the more geometrically driven shapes. The lid, or her hat, was actually a pretty interesting shape, and I found that the best way to do that was just to use symmetry and sort of make it radial symmetry by just continually making symmetry points all the way around the center axis, so that way any adjustment you made was made to all the different points around the side of it. And then you can just pull one thing down and it pulls the rest of them into place. It's really nice. So symmetry can be your friend, and just try to use it creatively. It can really help out. Then I sent it over to my Vinci 1.0 Pro for printing. I'm using Robo3D Filament. This is just some lime green PLA, I believe. And it does take quite a bit of supports, even internal supports, because there are some things over 45-degree angle on the inside. But they're pretty easy to remove since there's a giant hole in the top. Then I handed it over to my wife for painting. She did a buttload of sanding and priming to sort of remove the layer lines and make it smooth. And then, due to the timing of it, she actually didn't have access to her airbrush when she was going to paint. So she at first tried to go in with the paintbrush and do the white, but she wasn't quite happy with the amount of brush strokes that you could see. So she decided to go outside and paint our grass just a little bit whiter and spray on the white over that to try and get a little bit of a cleaner finish. And then she went in with her paintbrushes and some normal water-based acrylic paints and started painting in all the details. I just want to call out how much I actually speed this up to make it digestible for you guys. I think this part right here is actually sped up about 10 times the normal speed, and there are actually portions of this, like the little eyelashes here, that are sped up about 20 or 30 times the normal speed that she paints. And so I've noticed that that is the big difference between someone like me who does not paint well and someone like her, how to take it to that next level. She just takes her time and has an incredibly steady hand. So patience seems to be a huge factor on top of the actual skill needed to paint these things. And with all that, we are left with Mrs. Potts. Absolutely love this character, and I think the model turned out pretty good. There are a few things that I wasn't super happy with, notably the mouth, but Ultimately, I think it came out really good. And you may have noticed, but I actually made the lid removable. So there's just a little sort of plug there. And if you wanted this to be a little bit tighter, you could put some sort of rubber lining on there to make it actually kind of seal in there. But for right now, this works. It sets in place and it fits pretty well. But that leaves the actual interior of Mrs. Potts available for storage and stuff like that. And the spout is also hollow as well. So I wouldn't recommend putting liquid in here because, you know, the whole 3D printed and liquids thing. But if you had some good way of sealing it, that's totally doable. And maybe you might want to print yours with something other than lime green on the inside. Didn't think that one through too well. But like I said, I'm excited to get this up on the shelf. I think I'm actually going to have to do some rearranging back there. Because I plan on doing more of these Beauty and the Beast things. And actually, I was looking for your guys' input. I'm going to put a poll up in the corner, so check the eye. It should be up there running for, I don't know, the first couple of days while this video's up. So if you come in after the first few days, sorry, but you can probably still see what the results were. But I'm basically just wondering what you guys want me to model next. I'm not sure what I'll put in there yet. Probably Cogsworth and Lumiere, and a few other characters. So make sure you click up there and vote if that's something you want to do. If you guys print one of these out and find some cool uses for it, definitely tweet me. I'm at ChaosCoreTech. I love to see what you guys do with my models. Also, if you have a minute on Twitter, pop over to at Chelsea423. That is my wife who paints these things. Maybe just say a few nice words about how good of a job she did on this, because it's absolutely amazing and she did put in a ton of work on this. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep creating. Also, this is the part of the video where I usually put the model on these shelves, but the top few shelves that you can actually see in the videos are taken. We've got some empty shelves down there and just some random junk down there. But I think I'm actually going to make a specific video, sort of a shelf tour, showing the current state and then rearranging things and making it better. So let me know what you guys think about that idea.